Hey, yo.
What a maneuver! Mamma mia! Are you kidding me? The irresistible force meeting the
You already know what it is by the sound of my voice. That's right, your boy, Mr. 6'9", JT, back in this piece once again. Of course, I'm joined by the co-host, L Cheech. What's going on, Bobby?
Well. How y'all doing today in this lovely shitty day in Cleveland? The Browns won, so I guess it'll be a good one, man. How y'all doing?
Doing all right, laying in the cut like a band-aid. And of course, we are joined by the unofficial, official uh, co-host. That is Mr. Casanova. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Just living life, enjoying life, being positive, all that good stuff. Can't complain.
Well, you already know what it is. So with that being said, look, we definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in to all of the latest episodes that we have been dropping, whether that has been on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Bobby. Look, you get the drift. We are everywhere that podcasts are available. Make sure you go ahead, like, follow, subscribe on all those podcast outlets, as well as follow us, of course, on YouTube, TikTok, IG, the Book of Faces, Twitter. It's the name of the show. Look, Marshall Mice, I don't think it get any simpler than that. But with that being said, man, this was one hell of a week that we had to endure inside this world that we call wrestling. Or should I say this world that we like to watch wrestling in, what have you. We had a lot pop off, man. Jeff Hardy got released. Jade shut down her Twitter. ROH had their final event. Bobby Lashley may be inside of day one. Man, it's a lot going on, a lot to uncover. So I think it's best that we just go ahead and get this show started off right. So with that being said, look, big things popping. Yo, what's up? Medium Daddy Cool all the way out in Puerto Rico. What up, Andy? Blow, blow.
Island boy.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, if you look at everything about the overall, big moment. If you had to look at a big moment, what would be your big moment from Raw? Let's go with
I
you,
mean,
Cheech.
they started off right, a rip with a steel cage match. Am I correct? Right, and
Correct.
that was pretty. You know what I mean? That was a good match between Rollins and no, it wasn't Rollins. Right? Was it Rollins?
It
Big
was
E and
it was Big
Kevin
E and
Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah. That's Kevin Owens. Yeah, they pretty much. You know what I mean? Like they got good chemistry. You know what I mean? So I think the show started pretty. Pretty hot. You know what I mean? And one of the other matches I believe was Bianca versus Doudrop, which I believe in my opinion, they should drop that name. You know? That's pretty much attached to whatever Eva Marie storyline was. But that match was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She she did her thing, and Bianca. Let's say Hulk Hogan under the Giant kind of moment. You know what I mean? That was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? And she, about to slam her and shit. Yeah, I think Raw was solid. You know what I'm saying for what they had and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean, definitely, Bianca picking up Dewdrop, which I heard that they probably gonna be switching the name up anyways, because
Full of A's.
yeah, I think we're gonna see Piper Niven real soon. Let's just go ahead and put it like that. So
It
we'll
needs
see.
to go back to that. That was a perfect name.
I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
that's that was more so off of legal rights and stuff like that. But moving on from there, I mean, looks like Bobby Lashley may be getting added on to the actual event for day one. So this triple threat may end up being a fatal four way.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be a clusterfuck, but you know what I mean. It just only right, man, because he should be part of that. You know what I mean, like main event picture. and shit. And it seems like that day one is gonna be a pay-per-view, moving forward. I guess that's one of like Tony Khan, not Tony Khan's, the other Khan. He,
Nick.
Nick.
Nick Khan. Yeah, I think he was the one that pretty much uh put that pay-per-view together. Well, I'm game with Bobby Lashley. They teased her with the Hurt Business. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? They didn't move forward, but MVP and Lashley, to me, they're money. You know what I mean? There's no reason for them not to be part of anything. So it's only right for them to be a day one.
I totally agree, man. I mean, Lashley not being in day one is probably one of the biggest mistakes if you don't pull that trick. I mean, he's arguably one of the biggest names to come out of 2021. You know what I'm saying? Who got an actual fair shot? You know what I'm saying? So I think having him inside this match would be good. It'd be a good way to definitely keep everything going, especially for a champion like Big E. Is a good way to overcome adversity. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 challenges to your belt. You literally have a 75% chance of losing this match. So I think this is big. Definitely big for Big E. So I can't wait to see what pops up with that. We do know one thing: the Migos will be at day one. They will be there, being there live. I can't wait to see that. That should be pretty dope. I'm with it. Also, popping off of day one, we do know, we do know that, of course, we have the possible fatal 4-way. We also have Brock versus Roman Reigns. We have the New Day versus the Usos so far. I mean, this card shaping up to be pretty good. Of course, we found out, Tuesday was the last day. That was it. That was over with. No more Johnny Gargano. No more Kyle O'Reilly. It's over with. So it looks like they're moving on to greener pastures. I don't even know how to feel about that. I mean, I'm happy for him, but damn, only thing left in NXT right now from the OG era is Tommaso Ciampa. That's crazy. To look at all the talent that's left and all the talent that's currently there, that's crazy, my dude. Like, they basically went through and pretty much stripped it down. And this is a whole new, fresh painted coat. I'm not mad at the painted coat, but god damn, I don't recognize it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unrecognizable, which is to the point of probably what they were trying to do with it. But, it's unrecognizable.
Yeah, yeah, definitely was a revamp to the revamps to the revamp. And Gargano, boom, he owned it. He already announced he's coming to his Twitch channel. He got his pro wrestling T-shirt back, up. So he's gonna be good. You know what I mean? He got talent, and like like Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. That's a no-brainer. Bring back Red Dragon. You know what I mean? They'll get a lot of booking, and just like the main event be saying, book more tag teams, bitch. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But the twin, yeah, son.
No, but no. The thing with that, real talk, is I think definitely we definitely need to book more tag team wrestling, but we also definitely got to make sure that while we booking this tag team wrestling, make sure we telling some good stories along with it.
Yes.
Another good thing that I definitely want to talk about is coming out of that whole situation, going to Wednesday with Dynamite. Yo, Dynamite was actually pretty damn good. Daniel Bryan basically.
Long Island, right? They were in Long Island.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
at Long Island. Sold out.
MJF. Yeah. And WWE was just there not that long ago too, I believe.
Yeah, I want to say that they were there like the week before. The week
Something
before.
like that.
And
Yeah.
I guess they sold like 5,000 and AEW sold 10. So it doubled or whatever. But
So so how was you know what I mean? Like when you saw like how as the show started, you know what I mean, MJ's music, everybody pumped and comes out CM Punk. You know what I mean? How do you take that? You know what I mean? Because he's pretty much playing heel, you know what I mean, to the crowd.
speak on it, Mr. Casanova.
I mean, the crowd was eating it up, man. They were booing at CM Punk like he was the world's worst person. I mean, great heat for him. But I don't feel like the promo that was going on between the two of them was as good as the previous week where MJF was pretty much eating it all, like he was getting burned left and right. So, I mean, it was a good show, regardless. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I think possibly like my favorite part basically out of the whole ordeal, yeah, was seeing CM Punk come out. But I think it was even more funnier was, the crowd reaction. I mean, everyone's expecting to see CM Punk to be a face. He's back, but his best work has always been as a heel. I mean, to me, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, MJF parents inside the crowd with the sign. The last time I
Yeah,
saw it,
that
oh, yeah, I love it.
bro, that's awesome and that's genius. You know what I mean? Because kind of justify. Cause you think about it, that's his parents, right? Wouldn't you think they would be ringside? you know, they all the way in the back. You know what I mean? That's how that chemistry. That's like, yeah, that's our son, but he's an asshole. You know what I mean? Don't be a shithead type of deal. You know what I mean? And the dude, you know what I mean? He's a stud, bro. He's a fucking stud, and I don't know. CM Punk, of course, he's gonna play out to the hockey aspect, of things. So you know, what I mean, that's easy heat. So you know, what I mean, he an MC pretty much. You know, he mic controlling out there. You know what I mean? And in his hometown, he came out as like the heel. But of course, in all the other states, perhaps it's not gonna be the same. We shall see. But I can't wait for that match.
Yeah, that match should definitely be one to watch. I mean, I can't wait to see how this is gonna make MJF come out. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at that and looking at the fact that MJF stands a lot to gain from this, a whole lot to gain. You know, you get a chance to go up with a legend like a CM Punk, and I said this a few weeks ago. It's the W's over these legends that really matter more than actually having the match. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, the experience with the legend is good, but that W is so much sweeter because people gonna talk about it longer. People gonna, definitely talk about that longer than you taking the L from said legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I mean, not even bring him up, but when Rock went over Hogan at Mania 18, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, think about it. If The Rock would have lost that match, do you think people would have been talk about that as much for The Rock, that is, as they were talking about it for Hogan? Nah. Like, I don't think people would have been talking about it in the same light because that kind of shot Rocky over the moon by putting down Hogan and shit like that. But we also had, coming out of Dynamite, you had the tag team match, the Bucks going up against Rocky Romeo and Chuck Taylor, which I was also static about. We got the return of
Trent
Trent
Beretta.
Beretta.
Trent Beretta and his Mama Trent.
Yeah.
Mama Trent showed up, which I'm cool with. It's always good to have somebody like your mama show up when she's needed.
In
Gotta
the
love.
soccer mom car.
What else is better than having your mama drop you off like it's the first day of school, man? I mean, that was priceless right there. Just seeing him coming with her, and I mean, it just reminded me of like old WCW where Judy Bagwell was on, man. Like she came to work with Buff. I mean,
what you think about that buzz cut though? You know what I mean? Like he looked good, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it kind of takes it with something's missing.
It's different.
He should have just go the whole way and just shave his eyebrows.
Nah, you better have that man looking like a whole ass egg out here. Might as well shave the face too. Shave everything. But I mean that was dope. Like seeing them all inside the ring. You know, Willa Yuta inside the ring. You had Rocky Marrero. You had goddamn Orange Cassidy. I mean, this was nice.
Chris Stanlander.
Yeah, this was real nice. It was a nice Kodak moment, you know. So the crowd definitely ate it up, which was the main objective for the crowd to eat it up. You had that Haas fight, you know, for a minute. You had this Haas fight inside the ring between Hobbs and Wardlow.
Yeah, that was for the ring, right? For the
Dynamite Diamond ring battle royal. You know, the one that MJF won the previous 2 years. Okay. And I don't see. I think honestly, it's going to be MJF again. I mean, no one. It wouldn't matter to me if anyone else won it, because right now my money's on MJF. MJF is basically the ratings drawer for AEW. Yeah. No one else is drawing the ratings that he's drawing. No one else is bringing in the type of tension that he's bringing in. So definitely. You know.
What's your thoughts on Dante? You know what I mean? Because it's like that was short living. You know what I'm saying? That little task thing run. You know what I mean? I hate when they do that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we got to think Dante Martin. Well, let's talk about the story. When he came in, you know, with his tag team partner. Tag team partner got hurt. Insert Leo. Leo comes in, mentorship, few weeks, team Taz. So to me, I kind of feel like they're trying to find his identity in AEW. Basically, that's what that is. At the end of the day, they're trying to find an identity for him, because you gotta understand, what may work one place may not work the other place. You know what I mean? So what may have worked independently all over the U.S. possibly may not work on the AEW stage. I'm not there. I'm not inside the control room, none of that. But I do think that this is a good way to, you know, get him out there for the masses to see every Wednesday and every Friday night on TNT. You know, for the people that are watching this for the first time, it's like, all right, what's going on with this Dante guy? And I mean, do we got someone whose feet is not stable? Do we got someone that we trying to figure out what the next move gonna be? Is he indecisive? So there's a lot of layers to that onion to peel. You know what I mean? I don't know, Mr. Casanova, what's your thoughts on Dante Martin?
I mean, if he's a great talent, but, you know, when he was with Leo Rush, I thought it was a good fit. But then he jumped over to Team Taz. So I was like, okay, maybe Taz is going to make him like into a trained killer. But see, that's not going to make sense now, seeing as Taz's son, Hook, did what he did on Friday night. So I don't think there was going to be room for both of those guys, you know, two young men doing their thing, trying to build them up to be like, you know, a future champion. So I think that's the reason why Dante Martin didn't stay with Team Taz. So he's probably going to be like a lone wolf out there doing his own thing, unless, you know, another faction happens, which God forbid. I hope that shit doesn't happen, because they already got enough factions in AEW as is.
And that's the God honest truth. God damn, a lot of factions. But yo, the crowd looked nice, man. I mean, look at that. Sold out. I mean, you can't beat that. Pretty nice.
Yeah, WWE country.
Hey, They are literally putting their flag down. They are literally putting their dick on the table and saying, "Hey, we're here. This is AEW. We are here up north. There it is, right there on the table for you to see." Another thing that was missing from AEW, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho was inside the hospital. Doctor said that he can't sing for at least a week. I want to thank that doctor for diagnosing him with that. I appreciate you. I don't have to worry about hearing him sing for at least a week, so that's cool. No, but
you don't really hear him sing anyway. It's the audience doing his whole song when he comes out anyway.
that is true. That's true. No,
Well, he is touring.
yeah, he's touring, but a couple shows got stopped because he was hospitalized. But I'm glad that he's at the hospital. So.
But that's not the main thing that was missing, though. That's not the thing that I know you and I have both been missing from that show. Please let him know what that is.
What was missing?
Okay, I guess I'll say it. Jade, man. Gotta miss Jade.
Yeah, I mean, but and here's the thing with Jade. I was gonna wait to talk about it, but Jade recently she left Twitter. And the thing is that fans don't know how to be fans. They run off at the mouth, some shit they shouldn't say.
We talk about this shit every week. We really do.
But the thing is, and Jade made an awesome observation, and there was no line, not one lie inside the statement that she said. And it was basically the treatment of Black female wrestlers of color, and things like that. And there was no lie about it, but some overly antsy fans who think they know too much about nothing felt like running their mouth. And Jay simply said, "Hey, you know what? I got better shit to do." And that's to focus on winning, making money, making moves, winning championships. And I don't blame her for leaving Twitter, but for the assholes that had her leave Twitter, kick rocks. Okay? Kick rocks. Because you don't understand what we're missing every week because of y'all. Okay? We're missing greatness on our screen. And because y'all want to run y'all damn mouth about something that y'all could relate to, now we got to suffer without Jade on our screen.
I mean, if you want to go back into history, like how many big name African-American female wrestlers did we actually have? From when we were watching, you had Jacqueline. Like, I mean, she was probably like the main one from back in that day. I mean, she made it the biggest. I mean, fuck, she even beat Disco Inferno for a championship. I mean, how much more can you say? I mean, there really hasn't been a lot. I mean, Booker T's wife. Booker T's wife. I don't think she really wrestled. She was just one of the Nitro girls. Jazz was in there. I mean, Jazz just recently retired. You have Awesome Kong, who literally just recently retired and got into the Impact Hall of Fame. So yeah, you can't really count on both hands on how many there have been. So when you get a premier athlete like Jade, you want to see that on TV. You don't want her to go away, because if she goes away, then you're killing it for the fans that do want to watch her wrestle. You're killing her vibe too, man, because she wants to be out there too. But as we say every show, nobody needs that negative energy in a fucking room. Nobody needs to hear it. Nobody needs to see it. None of that shit.
And at the end of the day, man, like I said, there's not a lot that we can count on one hand, but we need to do better protecting of our sisters. We gotta protect them more. Naomi, Jade, Sasha, all the way down the list. But to y'all people that fucked that up for us, kick rocks. Jade, we are with you. We love you, baby. Can't wait till you get back on Twitter. We'll be watching you on AEW.
Or just looking at this picture right now.
All right. let's get back to the show. I had to get that out before we finish. Uh, but speaking of AEW, yo, Hook, you mentioned it earlier. Hook is now all elite. It's official. He had a big debut.
Backstreet back, all right.
Yo, he does look like a Backstreet Boy. But
Can I say it? Can I please say it?
go ahead.
Sweet. So happy he used his daddy's finishing move, man. I was happy to see him, using them cross faces and hook him into the Taz mission on the ground.
You heard how that's who he came out with, his theme song. You know what I mean? Action Bronson. You come out with an Action Bronson track, bro. Like, okay.
If you listen to the Taz show back when it was on, his podcast, they're actually good friends with him. So he kind of like hooked him up.
Yeah, no, and that's dope. You know what I mean? Like that. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? And that happening. The dude. He young. He still look good, and Fuego Sol. He got signed for a reason. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely a good showing. How long was that match?
I don't want to say the match went over 10.
It was pretty pretty fast. You know what I mean? Sometimes like I was talking with my dude, saying pretty much saying how it seems how they book their shit is uneven. Because then we had in the main event on Rampage, Adam Cole against Willa Yuta. No shade to Willa Yuta, friend of the show. But in that stage, you know what I mean? You went 15 minutes with Adam Cole. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like the way they book it at times, But, it's dope, having Hook, Taz son, you know what I mean? We didn't get too much of Taz when he was in WWE like we wanted to, you know what I mean? They didn't book him the way. Yeah, I mean, I remember that that time when he came out at the Rumble, MSG, you know what I mean? Yo, I guess chills, you know what I mean? To me, that was one of the best, debuts, you know what I mean, out there. You feel me? But yeah, Hook, looked like I think it was part of Twilight.
No, try to say he'll look like one of the vampires with the glitter and shit. That's fucked up, dude. No, but I wasn't mad at that. Wasn't mad at the debut. I'm happy. Got a chance to sign. Got a chance to shine, and got officially signed and all that stuff.
I mean, personally, I would have rather seen him choke out Max Caster, but there's obvious reasons behind that one. Nobody really wants to hear him rap anyway.
When you talking about he's the greatest rapper of all time. Right. But I can't even say that with a straight face. My bad, y'all.
When he coming over here? Ain't Matt Caster coming over here? Like in next month?
Max Caster will be here in Cleveland next month at AIW. And
in Winchester.
Yeah, at the Winchester. Yo, I challenge Matt Caster to a freestyle battle. Right here, right now. I will eat this.
I don't know.
Nah, but that should be interesting. That should be interesting to see. The fact that they named it Ether, I don't like the name because he ain't no Nas. Just saying, he ain't no Nas.
He's not even on Vanilla Ice's level. Just saying, sorry.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice is cold. I have got bars now. I'm stop. But moving on from that, man. In bigger news, other news. I ain't gonna say bigger news. We did have, of course, the thing that did trend was Jeff Hardy being released. So Jeff Hardy did get released. He got released that week. If you don't know why Jeff Hardy got released, here's a video of what happened. basically, just to go ahead and sum it up for you, he walked out during the match, and once he walked out during that match, um, he was sent home. He was off for rehab. They say that he turned it down. But here's the video. There's that party. There's them walking into the crowd, hopping the crowd rail, saying fuck this shit. I won't take the hand in the way.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm out. Not professional whatsoever.
Yeah, he peeled on their ass.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I understand. Like
What's the first thing that came to mind? Be straight up.
Honestly, I mean, from what everybody else has heard about his past, man, substance abuse.
Yeah.
yeah, that could be true.
But his wife did tweet out that they said that their family is fine. He's fine. I mean, she did put a tweet out there that, it went viral too because she just wanted to let his fans know that, he's okay. Nothing bad happened to him. He's good.
Yeah, I mean, hope everything's good. You got the people, AEW. Then you got other people like, oh, it's not chess. It's not checkers. It's chess or whatever. He just wanted out, and what a way to get out. Blah blah blah. But will AEW want a headache like him? Yes, but you know what I mean. It's a liability. What could happen. Do I want to see?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I'm gonna say that the Hardys against who? I already seen it. You know what I mean? I actually was at WrestleMania when they debuted, when they came back. You know what I mean? And even though we didn't get the Woken, because at that time that was the Broken Universe was popping. They didn't bring them, but it was dope seeing them there. And the night prior to that, they would find the Young Bucks in a Ring of Honor. You know what I mean? So I really don't want to see him. I actually was looking forward to see Jeff Hardy as a single and get another run with the title. And it seemed like he was catching steam because at the Survivor Series he was the person with people cheering the most. You know what I mean? And it was sad, that that she had to come out like that. Like you know, it was a live show, but somebody saw it, so it looked like damn, this dude's like literally left his job. You know what I mean? And I guess that's a big no. But in a way, if it's like this, if you wanted to leave, what a better way to piss him off. You know what I mean? I believe I forgot the date that he's going to become a free agent, but that won't be until like March.
Yeah,
So
March.
hopefully he'll get his thing.
I
So we'll
mean,
That
shall
also
see.
kind of freezes his. That also kind of froze up his thing of bringing Willow back, his other gimmick from TNA Impact, because that was supposed to happen too. He was talking about that like months ago, but I think from what I was reading up on a while ago that they were trying to get the Hardy Boys to retire together. So what other way than getting Matt and Jeff back together in AEW? But like you're saying, that could be a liability issue for if he's going through some mental health or whatever the case may be. I mean, nobody wants to put somebody in an environment where they're going to get hurt and they're going to end up having to pay somebody else out if that person gets hurt. Or Nick Khan and Tony Khan, I'm sure they got lawyers out the ass just like Vince McMahon does, but in order to keep the money going, they're also not trying to pay shit out they don't need to.
Yes, that.
yeah. I mean, I know everybody was like, "Oh, he's released now. Go to AEW," and I'm like, "Motherfucker is having mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Drug issues." And I kind of feel like, if your big worry or your big next thing to say was, "Oh, WWE released him. Oh, I can't wait for him to be in AEW," it's like, are we going past the point that he refused rehab. Like we don't see the issue that it may be a drug issue or may not be a drug issue. Like damn all the other things inside this quote unquote war. You really worry about what the man next move gonna be to the next company instead of worrying about the man's well being. That's the
Exactly.
issue. That's the issue that I be having with us as wrestling fans. Oh, what's next? Oh, he gonna go here. It's like, how about we go to rehab, or how about we check to see what's going on to make sure that homie's okay.
Well,
You know,
he has actually come out in public and said that he has fought his inner demons before. And like personally, man, if you guys out there, like you so-called fans, don't know what that is, you don't have the right to talk about it, man, because that is like a huge part of mental health, man. Dealing with your inner demons and shit that, not everybody else can see. It's like skeletons in the closet, as people call it, man. You don't know what these people go through behind closed doors unless they come out and want to share it with you. So you can actually be knowledgeable on what their life is like. But until you guys actually know what he's going through, just stop. No, no bullshit tweets, no fucking Facebook posts. Just stop. Leave it alone. His family's taking care of what they need to take care of, and that's all you need to know.
bottom line. Question mark popped up on my timeline. Do y'all think Kyle O'Reilly's gonna be all elite? Are we gonna see a reunite or reformation, I should say, of the Undisputed Era in AEW?
Well, I guess you could say that. I was more looking forward for them for Red Dragon to come together. You know what I mean? But do I see some form of the Undisputed Era now that it's known, even though they used to rock, on ROH? But
Of course.
yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? They had good chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Roddy Strong resigned. I heard something that he did. Not sure. So you know, uh, they do have chemistry. But me personally, I'd rather for him to go back with Bobby Fish because I mean, he's a good wrestler, but he just don't got. I don't know. He just up to me to be a single wrestler. Nah, B.
Nah, me neither. But I think a reformation of Undisputed Era will be kind of dope in AEW just to see how that plays out. I mean, we'll see what pops off with that. SmackDown what it was. I mean, it was good to see Naomi finally get her hands on, of course, Sonya Deville in some type of way. You know,
What's up with Xia Li? What do you think about Xia Li coming to
uh,
her aid? What's that in her? He got balls in her head. The fuck is that?
those are knockers.
Oh, knockers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. I was putting my tree up earlier, so I almost put my balls in it. I
Well,
didn't
yeah,
have enough.
we had uh we had Naomi going up against Sonya Deville. That played out the way it did. You had of course at ringside you had the Queen of Spades herself, Shayna Baszler with ringside. She Sonya Deville had some backup, and Naomi right off the top went ahead, not took out both of them, and then of course Xia Li came, for the rescue, and end up basically having Naomi's back, and I'm cool with that. Far as Xia Li, I'm not gonna lie, the NXT gimmick she had before she got called up, that's what I was expecting, but of course they repackaged it all the way out. So
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
how
mad at it.
so how many months do you give this gimmick until they're like give her future endeavors?
I mean, I honestly want to see this gimmick ride.
Of course, yeah, that's
I want to see where
me
it goes.
too. But it just unfortunately the trend. You know what I mean? They haven't been following up with storylines that they putting out there. You know what I'm saying? And they just all of a sudden like they just scrap them up and no type of explanation of why. So I hope it does. You know what I mean? I'm not, and I was gonna say Naomi. You know what I mean? She's been, she's always been great. It's kind of awesome that they using her and whatever the storyline is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Sonya Deville, who made her a authority figure, it's all that shit. They haven't added to that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I mean, she looked good. Don't get me wrong, but right now you don't know what the fuck going on because SmackDown, talking about SmackDown. Next thing you know, oh, who's the best tag team? Next thing you know, you have a fucking Raw tag. Like what the fuck? It's SmackDown, but you know what I mean. So there goes again the draft. It don't make no fucking sense. You fucking
It's
stupid
all a
idiot.
clusterfuck. It's all a
Yeah,
clusterfuck.
don't get me wrong.
Reason.
What
I had a
was the reason?
I had to be.
What the fucking reason? What the fucking reason?
No, I mean it makes no sense. Like, you tell me a few months ago, not even a few months ago. Let's just say like 6 weeks ago, or some shit, right? Or whatever. You say, "Oh, we're gonna draft these people." These is the last time you see these people ever interact together on the same brand. And Survivor Series, the one time of the year that these people go up head to head, and then on SmackDown, you got the Raw Tag Team Champions and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions inside of a match. Yo, what's really hood? What's really hood? Like that? That makes no sense at all. A
Survivor Series was just what, like a few weeks ago?
few weeks ago, but by the way, shout out to Xavier Woods in his new crown. I think it's nice. Kind of reminds me of this. To be honest.
Oh, that's what it is. Put it, yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
That's exactly what it is. But you know what I'm saying. But it makes no sense, zero sense at all. For you to tell me that Survivor Series is the one time a year, and then less than a few weeks later, then you got this going on. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was happy to see that match, but logically thinking, to a person that's been watching for a while, who followed the draft, who then followed Survivor Series, it just makes no sense.
We
But
can only thank one person for that, and that would be Durag Vince.
either him or Nick Khan, one of the two. But also coming out of there, I mean, you had Charlotte going up against Tony Storm, which I think, I mean, this is definitely going to be the making of something beautiful. Far as these two going up head to head, I don't think this feud's going to end. I think we got at least another solid month or two with this before Charlotte goes over.
Yeah, but where
Yeah,
Sasha Banks comes out in all this.
Sasha Banks is going to be the one to come out on top as the person to actually win the title. And I don't know how she's going to do it. Whether it's this going to be a triple threat match and insert Sasha Banks, then there goes the pin on. I mean, to me, if I had to take a bet, she probably going to pin Tony Storm. I would.
Me too.
Hold on, wait. That was not where I was going with that.
hey
Oh,
now,
okay, my bad. Ooh.
It's not where I was going with that. But yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I see coming out that outcome. Also, the just to flip the strip, had some continuation with Sami Zayn and Brock. Sami Zayn out there with the two nurses.
Yeah. I know, like now we know it's like I was wondering, they in this town they probably like in local indie wrestlers or somebody from the gym or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty entertainment little segment, especially when you get Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Everything, no trouble. Oh shit, bro. After that.
Yeah, I mean that moment backstage with Brock and the cell phone. You know that this right here is gonna be a meme forever. Like that's gonna be a meme forever. The fact that Brock has a flip phone, that's the bigger part.
Yeah, they gotta rush that action figure because that shit's gonna be dope. Overall, Lesnar, what?
With the flip phone now, with the flip phone,
The flip phone.
like it is. It's not like it's a newer flip phone. That's an old flip phone. That looks like the flip phone that you get when you get the government phone, the trap phone, whatever.
Yeah,
That's a snap phone. That's that snap benefit phone. That's that WIC phone.
the
Uh,
track phone.
that's that track phone, man. I mean, that right there. Come on now, dog. Come on, man. But SmackDown was missing something big out of it. Roman Reigns. It was missing Roman Reigns. And it's
What,
always felt when he's
what
not there.
what was the reason? What was the reason?
Nobody know. Nobody knows the reason. I just know that whenever he's gone, I notice it. I think everybody notices it. Uh,
What? Yeah, but he was on a dark match of Raw, right?
yeah. He was dark match.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
didn't
that's
Heyman say he
another
was
thing.
training for something?
What, training to miss the show? That's the only other thing I could think of. It was like, nah, bro, I'm cool. Y'all got this. Let me see how y'all run the show without me.
Yeah, the show was not like it's been for like the past so many weeks. It was like subpar. I mean, the Xia Li part coming out was pretty dope because it gave it that Mortal Kombat vibe to it. But I mean, other than a few others, what was that, Cheech?
No, I'm saying like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, man. I mean, the show wasn't where it was like the last couple of weeks. It just kind of seemed like it was on the same level as Raw, man. It just dropped down.
Yeah, and like you said, fucking Roman Reigns' absence was felt. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. You have that exchange with the Paul Heyman talking about edibles. You know what I mean? So that was kind of like, yo, my man. That he's a genius. You know what I mean? Then he started hyping Brock Lesnar up. You know what I mean? Like Brock was like, yo, he started fucking everybody up. But it's give you that like what's going on. So how is
Well,
Roman's gonna
hopefully that
come
plays
back?
into. That's what I was gonna say.
But
Hopefully it plays into this coming Friday
but
if
that's the
he is
thing,
there, and then
Paul Heyman's a winner. So he's gonna pick the winner. You know what I'm saying? Like who's winning right now? So this Brock Lesnar, he's probably just doing it just so Brock Lesnar won't fuck him up. But I think he ain't leaving Roman. You know what I'm saying? Because the expectation will be that for him to leave for Brock. But Paul Heyman just fuck with winners. So you know what I mean?
The fuck are you talking about?
No, bro. I know what you mean, but I am gonna say this. Paul Heyman is a thought. He gonna go where the money go at. Okay, so the money is with Roman right now. He gonna say Roman, but the minute he sees an opportunity where he's able to look at the situation and look at everything that's going on, and he realizes
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
then I think that he will eventually end up back in bed with Brock. Eventually. I don't know if it's going to happen before Mania, if it's going to happen with The Rock versus Roman, but I see him leaving Roman. It's going to happen because they've been alluding to it for far too long.
I don't think he'll be leaving. I think Roman Reigns will get rid of him.
I mean, either way, you know how it goes. I mean, when people break up, one person say that they dumped her, dump one person, the person say that I broke up with them. All I'm saying, either way, he ain't gonna be with Roman. So we know how this story gonna go. Either I broke up with him or
Bing bong.
basically. But speaking of breaking up is hard to do. Leaving is something that is hard to do. Knowing that it's probably going to be the final time that you see something is definitely a hard one. We had ROH Final Battle go down this past Saturday, and a lot of things the word I'm looking for transpired that day, that night, I should say.
Yeah,
It was a pretty damn good show.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
pretty damn good one. Just know that the people in attendance got a chance to see magic. You know what I'm saying? You had some names show up. You had them boys winning the ROH Tag Team Championships
For a record, 12 times.
record. You had FTR show up.
Yeah. That transpired, that transition right there,
Yeah.
in that match, it was kind of like they call, we go against anybody, and then the lights go off. So imagine being in there, because you had seen the little exchange on Twitter between the both teams.
Oh yeah.
And come on, let's keep it 100. AEW being involved, there's a possibility, and for the fact that they pretty much, you know, did it for the fans. You know what I mean? Because ever since FTR went as a free agent that left the Fed, one of the matches that people, wouldn't mind seeing was this one, and we're gonna get to see it. You know what I mean? And where, we don't know, because it could be at GCW, it could be at AEW. It gave it that little flair. You know what I'm saying? Like that was probably one of the biggest moments from that night.
I mean, besides that moment, you also had another moment show up. You had the Titan.
Adam Scherr, formerly known as Braun Strowman.
Yeah, the Titan show up, man. This shit.
Look at who's that? What's that guy in the corner?
Blake.
Yeah, Blake. Yeah, he one that used to date Alexa Bliss. Yeah, that dude right there.
No, that wasn't him. That guy Blake isn't the one that dated her. That was Murphy that dated her. That guy's married to another. He's married to another person. I think that still works in WWE, and I don't remember what her name is. But Murphy was the one that dated Alexa Bliss, the Australian dude.
You sure?
Yeah.
Google that shit.
Nah. It was definitely Murphy, but yeah, I don't know what this girl name is, but last name is probably Future Endeavors.
I thought it was Sarah Del Rey or something like that. I can't remember 100% though.
I don't know, man.
Anyway, but I mean, personally, from this show, I enjoyed everything that I saw. Jonathan Gresham, congratulations. But in my personal view, I would have rather seen the Shane Taylor versus Kenny King match as the last match, but that's just me.
No, I would rather see Shane Taylor instead of Jay Lethal. Let's keep it 100. That's the move. That should have been the move. And I understand.
The only reason why that happened is because Bandito tested positive for COVID, and that's why he couldn't be a part of it.
And I understand. But why put Jay Lethal instead of Shane Taylor? They had him right there in the backyard. Yeah, you had the Kenny King, bro, have him that match and have him wrestle again. So they could be like, oh, he ain't gonna win, but he just had this crazy match. Because for me, Shane Taylor had the match of the night. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. He showed out. You know what I mean? Them spots were cringing. You know what I mean? But they know each other. They got good chemistry. And Jay Lethal shouldn't have been on that spot. Should have been Shane Taylor fucking promotion. Should have been Shane Taylor. East side of Cleveland. Repping. Motherfuckers. Man. No, but that match wasn't that long either. You know what I mean? But it was a good match. Because you know what you was going to get. And Gresham, some people might had shit to talk about. Had a little, saying. What was that? Who was talking shit? JT.
Yo, so I don't know if y'all was able to catch Twitter. I'm usually on Twitter, but Anthony Ogogo. Yes, that's right. I said Anthony Ogogo. Yeah, that guy. The guy who hasn't been popping ever since Cody went ahead and gave him that L. The boxer, the guy from across the pond. That guy opened up his mouth to talk about another man winning a championship. I'm sorry. Let me find the original tweet. There's a lot going on. Super cute that Jonathan Gresham won the last ever ROH champ. Kind of reminds me when Hornswoggle won the last ever cruiserweight championship.
Ouch.
That's kiddo. Yo, if that was not some shiesty ass shit to do,
Hater. Hating shit.
big ass hater, dog. Like it's like, bro, you not popping, so you figure let me go ahead and get this man's name in my mouth. I know that, you know, I know that my bad. Let me go ahead and change his name now. I know that OG John G. That's right, OG Champ John G. just won this title. So let me go ahead and put his name in my mouth. Send out a tweet to get people to talk about me. And that's
But it
exactly
gets
what it was.
deeper. It gets deeper.
It gets deeper. It gets deeper than rap. So remember, this is what he says. And of course, his wife follows up with, "Oh, did you get to the hammerlock part of the training? Or are you still with the wrist lock?" And then, of course, Anthony Gogo follows up with, "Sorry, darling, who are you? Hammerlocks are child's play. That's why Gresham can do them. I'm I'm at the knocking motherfuckers out and becoming the best athlete turned wrestler there's ever been part. Smooshes." So then, of course, she goes, "I know you know who I am. Weren't you disappointed when you heard I was married?" And boom,
Mic
still
drop.
drop. Mic drop.
Shut that shit
See,
down quick.
the thing is, Anthony Gogo wanted to holler at Jordan Grace. Okay, let's just go ahead and put that out there. When he found out that she was married, now he all sourpuss. Now he got all this shit. He got all this shit to talk
Yeah.
about, all this shit to talk about her dude. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
real talk. You gonna have to see me, my G, because you're not just gonna put my name inside your mouth and then go back and forth with my old lady and then think everything that's sweet out here like candy, like everything's sweet out here, now laters, like airheads, like Jolly Ranchers. You know what I'm saying? Like Kit Kats. Everything
BA
sweet out here.
sweet.
Yeah, ain't none sweet out here. But she cooked them. She cooked them online. Like there's more stuff I could get into, but she cooked on me. And he basically made that bed. He had to lay in it, and he had to go lay with that L inside his bed, and that's all on
I was gonna say,
him.
might
And
as well pull all the dirt above himself, man. Just pull all the dirt on you.
yeah,
Save everybody else
that's
some
over
time.
with. I mean, homie ain't relevant at all. And I think by him doing that, he only did that to get attention. Okay, he wanted
Fail.
attention. He
Epic
got it.
fail.
Epic fail though. Epic fail. Um, but I'm gonna tell you what was epic fail. ROH deciding. Okay, they decided inside their mind. They decided. Okay, they decided that it was a good idea to show a CM Punk promo while this moment was happening inside the ring. Okay,
Oh, they dropped the ball like that?
they dropped the ball, my G. Okay, you had Shane Taylor's promotions inside the ring. You had Cheeseburger. You also had still inside the ring Kenny King. Like you had this classic moment right here.
Caprice Coleman, Rev
Yeah,
Hunt.
yeah. Everybody was inside the ring. Everybody. Matter of fact, I just want to say that majority of all the black talent that was signed by ROH was inside the ring. And you decided to go to CM Punk cutting a promo, congratulating and thanking Ring of Honor. Y'all could have put all that shit in the beginning of the show.
It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out eventually. Who pretty much decided to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like cut to do that. You know what I mean? Is there somebody from the parent company? You know what I'm saying? Like who knows? Eventually it'll come out. We're gonna hear from Shane Taylor. You know what I mean? Once I'm pretty sure he's aware of that, unless he just he's about to be a free agent. So maybe he just don't want to be that, let's say, steer off shit. But yeah, in that moment, some people might not see it that way because it's not affecting them, but it depends how you take it. But yeah, that was disrespectful as fuck.
Very disrespectful. And the thing about it is, you know, kind of going back to what you were saying, Cheech. This was the only time to have this moment because we don't know, quote unquote, the final battle could be the final battle. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, if we're going out on a note to the next match, I don't need to see some guy who signed to another company on my Titantron during during our pay per view, almost close to the main event. You know what I'm saying? Like all those thank yous by Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry, all those thank yous by Brian Danielson, the Young Bucks, and CM Punk, and all that stuff.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, all that could have been at the beginning of
And
the
they
show.
could have shortened it too, because that
Yeah,
all their speeches took way too fucking long, in my opinion.
And
either
not even
time.
and not even that. Just release them on your YouTube channel, because obviously you do have a good you have a good library. You know what I mean? You should have left that. That's why. Also, at the end of that main event, you didn't really see no celebration after the fact because they were like making sure they got done before 11.
Yeah, and they cut it right off. They cut it short. And the thing is, all those and you're right, Cheech. They could have released that on their YouTube page. They could have kept those things on
Instagram.
IG,
They
but you
could have just
chose to
tagged
put
it all
these
on
on there.
Twitter.
Yeah, any social
Yeah.
media outlet other than your pay per view. Okay, because at that point, showing it on the screen, you were looking for a reaction out of people that were actually in the crowd. That's what you were looking for, and the people that talked about it online. And the reaction that you're getting right now, being that you did not show that iconic moment, yeah, not too good, not too good at all. Because like,
Let's say question: is it a strategy? As in, I don't know who will want to, but like next to for they're gonna sell some DVDs because remember, Nick Khan decided to take that away moving forward. Now there won't be no more DVDs for WWE. The other place that we know lives off of that is a lot of indies, but PWG. PWG have the shows, but you don't see them on Fight or none of that. You just have to buy the actual DVD or whatever like that. So are they trying to do that and still some shit? Who knows? But it was definitely not the right call.
no, that was definitely wasn't the right call, man, at all. I think the right call would have been to go ahead and end the show with Shane Taylor Promotions. And speaking of that, the fact that Shane Taylor Promotions dropped the six-man tag team championship is another big
Yeah.
deal with me because no one gave two shits, no one gave a damn about them six-man tag team
And
champions.
I believe that was in the pre-show. They had him in the
I didn't
pre-show
get to
too.
see that. I
But
seen
that's
that.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying. No one gave a damn about these six-man tag team titles, and Shane Taylor Promotions actually made those titles relevant. They made people believe in the title because of the way they represented it, the way they put on, the way that everybody knew that anytime y'all seen Shane Taylor Promotions inside the ring, you knew that Shane Taylor Promotions was going to put on that they was going to represent for that six-man tag. They was going to represent. They was going to represent for Shane Taylor Promotions. They was going to make sure that y'all got the chance to see what they was about. Okay, they made sure of that. But
Bing bong.
if one thing they definitely wanted y'all to know that every single time they came inside the ring, what they definitely let you know that they were strictly for the motherfucking culture. Shout out to Strictly.
Motherfucker.
Shout out to Strictly for the culture, all the way out there in Canada, getting your shine on. Yo, this right here was a big moment for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shout out to our guys out there in Canada, man, representing that. But
Canada, eh?
but I'm kind of like, yo, at this point, I mean, it was bittersweet to see everything, quote unquote, get shut down and open back up a few months later, whatever. I just know
Wow.
that, a lot of the people that were speaking on these videos, honestly, they could have kept that shit. The Young Bucks could have kept that shit. They could have kept all of those thank yous and posted it on their social medias. But
Yeah,
uh,
definitely.
other than
But
that, man, I don't know. Um, inside the news, I mean, I guess Nancy Reagan's mouth is undefeated. That's what I've been hearing. Uh, but I
who's
don't.
that?
Nancy Reagan,
Yeah, ain't she dead?
yeah, but apparently all this news is coming out about how she used to get off back in the day when
Ugh, nobody
Hollywood.
wants to hear that shit.
I would,
What?
Ugh.
but it's out there.
What? What else though? What was it? She giving mouth hugs out there?
She was giving mouth plugs out there to certain people, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here. Just know that it was presidential. But
Yeah. Yo, but by the way,
Or as
you
they
know,
called them,
now I was gonna say, real quick, last night, hell of a fucking card in the UFC. Um, if you betted $100 on the girls' fight, Amanda Nunez against Pena, you would have won $800 out of $100 because nobody expected for Amanda Nunez to lose, and the way she lost,
mm-mm.
bruh, that shit was crazy. It was like,
He ain't lying.
and it was a shift, seeing them before your eyes. Both matches too, in the main event too. But I'm just trying to say that last night, UFC showed out definitely. And then we had Bad Bunny had a big ass concert 2 days in Puerto Rico, over 30 some thousand. I mean, dude showed out, man. So like, Bad Bunny's still doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Shit's amazing to see. Um, Bad Bunny selling out 30,000 people. Also had inside the crowd, Damian Priest was there as well. So shit was big, man. I mean, a lot of things going down, but also going down. Just gonna go ahead and put that out here. Put that inside your ear right now, February 20th. Mark that count. Mark that down inside y'all calendar, okay? I know it's early. I know it's early. February 20th is literally 2 months away, over 2 months away. But just mark that down in your calendar, y'all.
OWA, baby.
Good Trouble Volume 3, okay? So I just want to just throw that out there, okay? I'm not giving away nothing at all. Y'all gonna have to pay attention to Ohio Wrestling Alliance Twitter and IG to find out who they're gonna be having on this card. I could tell y'all, but that's not my business to do that. I'm gonna let him tell y'all. But just know this card gonna be stacked. If you seen Volume 1, which we were there for, Volume 2 was even more sweeter because you had Shane Taylor Promotions inside the house. Volume 3 is definitely gonna be something to be reckoned with. But y'all just be on the lookout for it. Y'all pay attention. But I'm looking. You think it's that time, man?
I think it's that time.
You think it's that time? I don't know. Let me check my watch. Yeah, I think it's that time, man. It's definitely that time.
Sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Yo, listen, definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in. Of course, as we say on the show all the time, too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Spread more positive vibes, okay? It takes very little to build someone up, all right, than it does to tear them down, okay? Think about the logic inside that message. It can be very simple as telling someone something good about themselves, paying them a compliment, doing a nice gesture, or going to whatever.net, typing in positive vibes only. You should see some mics pop up. Go ahead and purchase that sweater and that hoodie. It's definitely winter season, so it's time to go and get those out there. But yeah, there's tank tops, there's V-necks, there's t-shirts, there's baby onesies. Go ahead, get that gift. Get it for someone who needs it. You got to get it for yourself. Constant reminder that positive vibes is the way to go. Constant reminder of looking down at that and be reassured. All right. So Spread the love, spread the message, positive vibes only. Also, listen, COVID is still here. It has not left. It hasn't went anywhere. It's here with a vengeance. It's back with the remix edition 2. All right. So, with that being said, can't stop, won't stop. And it's very simple. Look, we've been telling y'all for over a year plus. The V COVID is real easy. Okay. Got to wash your hands. But most importantly, wash your ass. Okay. Use soap, as this person on the left would say. Cheech, let these people know how they got to do this.
From face to ass, not ass to face.
Okay, that's simple. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Use soap. Okay, from face to ass, not ass to face. And go ahead, Mike Angelo. You have something to add on.
For the love of Christ, man, please use deodorant, some body spray, or even cologne if you're a man, because that little extra step can go a long way. It's very unpleasing when you walk into a room or even are sitting next to somebody that has not put some deodorant on. You can tell. It's just nasty. So help us all out. Be pleasant. Deodorant, body spray, cologne, whatever. Just add it. Help us all out.
But on that note, we're out. And love y'all, man. Peace.
Shout out. And remember, Jay sucks.
Yeah.
We like the girls with the bump